Hi YouTube! So I'm going to try to update you again on our latest court excursion and things that's going on there. I think one of the last videos I talked about we had the hearing, the motion hearing to remove the judge, and that was the Zoom hearing. And then we got a motion hearing and default hearing for October 14th. That was yesterday, that we were supposed to go to both at the same time. We quickly put in a continuance, and I think I read to you all about the continuance in another video, all the different things that we've asked for because there was new information that arose. And so we had to go to court. Here's what they sent us quickly back to. Our paperwork is just quickly going through back and forth here. So it says they hand wrote it and we got it on October 10th. Plaintiff's request for a continuance of the default hearing is granted. Plaintiff's request for a continuance of the motion hearing related to the motion to remove is denied. The parties must appear on October 14th, 2022 and be prepared to proceed. Okay, so they made us come to court October 14th, yesterday. We had to drive 120 miles round trip. We get there. We came a little bit early to give them notice that we wanted to videotape it according to the court rules that we have. And in this court rules, once again, it's general rules of practice, rules 402 under exceptions, and it says this provision does not prohibit visual or audio coverage of appropriate pretrial hearings in civil proceedings such as hearings on dispositive motions. And removing a judge is a dispositive motion that we were going to court for. So we asked once again to make notice to the court, and that's what it says to do, that we wanted to videotape our motion hearing. And they said, the court administrator says, we'll talk to the judge, or you can talk to the judge once you get up there. And then they said, and then they come back with the letter here, and they hand wrote it and handed it to us when we were waiting outside of the security part, because they would not let us into the security part with the video recording. And it says, received 10/14/22 request denied, and both will need to be scanned by security before being allowed into the courtroom. And that is Leonard Weiler.
And that's discriminatory. I just wanted to throw that in there. That would be discrimination because not only did we have to go through the metal detector, but we had to get scanned a second time before we actually went into the courtroom. Just because he has hatred towards me and Wendy.
Haven't seen that before. It is our First Amendment rights to videotape, to video record in certain areas of the courtroom. And this says that in the motion hearing that we had, we could videotape. So that was against the law that he did that. Okay, so we went to court on the 14th. We attended. We had our paperwork. The other lawyer was there for Morrissey County Sheriff's Department, one lady. She didn't say a word the whole time. Did not say anything. The judge asked Mike to speak first. He talked about the HRO. He did a great job, Mike.
Thank you.
Talked about how he traumatizes us and that he causes him to have nightmares nightly, that would be, and
frequently, anyhow.
And I talked about how he broke canons 1 through 3 of the judicial code, and he was not fair, and if he would try to judge the hearings, any of our hearings, future hearings, he would be in violation of the judicial code. And that he should be removed from the case. And we were actually pretty calm about it. I thought we did a good job trying to state our points. But the point is, he brought us all the way down there for us to explain. He wanted us to explain again what we already put into the file, gave to him.
And submitted to the courts.
We submitted it to the courts, and it was 8 different exhibits. And what didn't he understand is what... And he told us to talk. We asked him questions about, why can't we videotape? Is there a discrepancy in the law? Could you just explain that to us? And he would not answer anything. He would not answer anything about when he signed the HRO and why he did not enforce it 2 years later or any time in between. And so we ended at that. It was a pretty quick court hearing. We made it out of there, went home, and what else? Well, today hurt my shoulder. I've been going in and out of the hospital doing some therapy and stuff with that right shoulder where the cops wrenched it on October 24th, 2020.
When we were arrested. This is an injury from our wrongful arrest. They wrenched Wendy's arm real bad and tore her, what was it, rotator cuff?
Rotator cuff on my right shoulder.
They stomped on my back, my neck, my throat.
Tried to kill my...
They were kicking me all over. They took me out the door with hands on my throat, squeezing my windpipe. They pulled my hair. They smashed my face in the side of the squad car. And for those of you that don't know, that's a violation of due process rights once again. So that's why we were wrongfully arrested. They violated our due process rights during arrest. Then they have no right to press any charges on us. But they still tried. All of Wendy's charges were dropped. I got charged with something minimal, or otherwise they were going to throw me in prison for a maximum sentence. And I said, fuck it, and took the plea bargain because 7 years in prison wasn't worth arguing over.
The plea bargain, it states that he wrote up himself.
Yeah, I drew out that plea bargain myself, and the judge signed it.
The HRO was violated. So they signed off on that. So that's where we're at with our court case here. Wish everybody well. Thanks for watching YouTube. We appreciate any comments, likes, subscribe. See ya.